Hey guys, Sid from the new Hot 93.3 here with Deborah Hill from CornerStone Staffing, answering some great questions if you're looking for that next job. Not gig, right? Job. That's right. Okay, so we've gotten past the resume stage. Now we get an interview where the nerves kick in.
Yes.
How do I prepare for an interview so I don't blow it?
Well, as with anything that you're going to do that's really important to you, you need to do a little research. So what that means is get online. Look at the company's website. You can learn a lot about a company's culture by looking at their website. Look at their About Us page, learn about how they came to be, what their mission statement is. All of that kind of stuff is really, really good. The next thing I would do is go look for their social media. If they've got a social media account, that's where they come alive. That's where you get to see
Personality?
what their personality is, exactly. What the personality of the people that work there might be, that type of thing. And I would look at all the different social media sources. Like I would look at their Facebook, I would look in Instagram, I would look on LinkedIn, see if they have any of those items, even Twitter.
So Deborah, let me ask you this. If they have like a more playful type of social media, should you walk into the interview with that type of an attitude so they could see you fit in there, or no?
I would let your playful personality show during the interview, but I wouldn't start with that.
Okay.
I would definitely,
Don't juggle.
yeah, I would take your lead from how the recruiter is.
Okay.
If the recruiter is a very serious individual, I would stay serious, but just like with you and me, I don't think we can hold in our humor. It's going to come out at some point during the conversation. You might also, if you know who your recruiter is, you might look them up on LinkedIn. See,
You went to USC, I saw.
Exactly.
Is that not creepy?
I think that shows that you've actually done some research on them.
Good.
Especially if you see what their background is, you may be able to relate to their background without saying, hey, I saw that you did this, but you can bring up in a conversation some similar shared experiences and let them say, oh yeah, I actually did that too, versus saying,
Gotcha.
did you go to this camp when you were,
you can Google their address and be like, I like your pattern in your kitchen because I was looking through your window last night.
Don't do that. Don't do that. No.
Gotcha. All right.
The last thing I would do is put the address in Google Maps or Apple Maps or Android Maps or whatever you have, but I would map it and I would find out how long it takes to get to their office. Because if you're doing an in-person interview, you want to make sure that you're going to arrive on time. Also, you can tell right away, wow, this is an hour drive and I'm not willing to give up that much of my time every day, and you can put an end to the actual interview. But make sure you do all of those things for the in-person interview.
That's a great point. Okay, so if it's not an in-person interview, it's a virtual one. That means we don't have to wear pants, right?
Wrong.
No, okay, pants have to happen. All right, what do we need to do?
I tell you what, an in-person interview and a virtual interview are very similar. I mean, there are very few differences except two.
You got to put your dog in the bathroom.
Technology, distractions. Those are the two things on a virtual interview that can really get you. So I recommend that you do a test run on almost any video meeting that you have. There are free accounts. Skype, you can get a free account. Zoom, you can get a free account. Google Duo, you can get a free account. You can get a free account on any of them. So get a free account and set it up with a friend and test it so that you know how the product works. You know where to push to get started. You know where to push to mute. So all of those things are important. So do a test run. Next, create a quiet space for you. And sometimes with children or with animals, that's difficult to do. So I would recommend that you put yourself in a separate room from your animals or your children. Have a conversation with the kids and let them know what's happening. And
they won't listen to you.
No, they may not, but you can try. And then I would put a sign on your front door saying, do not ring bell, interview in progress.
Right.
Because that's the best way to get a dog barking is by pushing a doorbell.
Yeah.
Speaking of attire, I would dress head to toe fully professional. Dress for the position you want. And if you are looking for a professional position, it's important that you feel professional. It's important that you carry that image with you. So I would encourage you, no party on the bottom, professional on the top.
Mullet outfit.
Yes, yeah. Make sure you're dressed professional. And then join the online interview early.
Love that.
Be there 5 minutes early. Most recruiters are going to have a waiting room where you sit and wait for them to join the call, and then when they do, that you'll come right into their meeting.
Did I privately look in there to see if you're there?
No, you
okay,
can't.
Good. That would be a hot tip right there.
You can actually see a list of the names, but you can't actually see a video of the person.
Gotcha.
And then finally, relax. Be yourself. Smile. Make eye contact. It is super important that you are not like, first of all, looking at yourself the whole time.
Right.
They can see that. They can see where your eyes are. So look at the camera.
Right.
Look right at the camera so that they get that one-on-one direct contact with you. Smile, relax, and then have your notes with you. Have a resume with you. Have the job description with you, because they'll ask you questions about your resume and you'll be like,
that was on there.
Did I? And so if you have it in front of you and you're able to reference back to it, it's really, really helpful.
That's smart.
And then, if you have questions about the job, have those written down and ready to go so that when they ask a question, and they'll say, so do you have any questions? Then you can jump right into the list of questions that you've already got prepared.
Always have a couple of questions.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, I don't have any questions. I'm fine. Yeah. Everything's great. All right, that's Deborah Hill, and she's from CornerStone Staffing, and I really appreciate you guys stopping by. We're giving you some new job tips for the new normal. We'll have a whole bunch of videos that we post up to here, and you got to come back to get some more tips.